What's up, guys? Welcome to mikeybalzz Fishing. Check out the hats, new merch, balls. Got ones that say mikeybalzz. I got all kinds. But the key is floral pattern. Floral pattern. Check them out. You can get them at Bass Attitude Fishing. BAF. BAF? I like that. Dude. Oh my god. Look at that. Fish on, guys. Oh, that's a giant, dude. Nice. Love that go. So this is how cold it is because I'm so unfamiliar with this. This joker was iced shut. That's where my power turn on is. Like, I couldn't even freaking get in there. I still have a rod locker where I have to lock my rod lockers. This joker is iced shut. I can't even open it up and move it. This is a whole new experience. These are new problems and new issues to approach in an open-minded manner, but I've never not been able to open like a hatch. This is interesting. I don't know what the hell to do. You're not gonna believe this. It's bog baka. Bog baka. A new bog from a new bog, you know, like a new hope. Bog baka. Bog baka. Where's bog baka? So as you can see, he's got like 2 layers on. I got like 15 layers on. This is probably officially the coldest day I've ever been fishing. I think I've been in like the mid-30s. When I got in the truck this morning, it was 28 degrees. Welcome to Alabama, Mike. Welcome to Alabama. I think I need to move back to Florida. I wasn't expecting it to be this bitter. But I have been told when it gets like this and it gets super cold, the big ones bite. We are on Lake Guntersville. We're going to Lake Guntersville. I got bog baka with me, and it's freezing. And I have no idea what's going to happen. So stay tuned because you don't want to miss this. We're going fishing. And usually something good happens, right, Bog? Bog baka, bog baka, bog baka, bog baka, bog baka. Make sure to like and subscribe. Let's get rolling. Smoke, fire, and damnation. Ice on the seats. That's a good start, dude. Once again, just kind of holding up under the mat. That's a good way to start. She just sucked it under bog. You got out of your jacket. I put bog under his jacket. Baby cricket. All right, let's get her back. See, you know what, guys? Let's take a look at this dude and do a little technique breakdown here. Do you see how this kind of like sticks out a little bit? Like there's definitely like a point, or like I'd call it rondelle, kind of like a circle that sticks out. It's also denser, but it's all about being simple sometimes with fishing. Like fish the points, fish the turns. Like he was just inside that direct point. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. God, it's right on the top. Right. Got one. It's number 2, boys. It's number 2. It's chill, bud. Nice solid one. It's about 1.5 pounds or so. It's pretty small, but dude, it's been a grind. It has been a grind. Once again, though, just this isolated little kind of point mat. And we're getting into, so here's what I did. I've been marking where I've been catching fish, and this is, see, that's where the first place I caught a fish the last time I was out. That's the last place, and this stretch in between here has been kind of key. So that's how you can kind of use your GPS. I got my C-map back here, so I can see I'm like smack dab in the middle of the creek right here. But I know I have more confidence, I guess you'd say, when I get to that stretch, because I know I've gotten a lot of bites in between it. Well, we caught a few fish in the mats, and surprisingly, nobody likes to admit when they're wrong, But I was wrong. I thought with those mats shrinking up in this cold weather, they would play like Florida bass, and they'd get in these more, there'd be more fish stacked up in smaller areas because there's less grass, and they'd use those mats to kind of stay warm because the water temp was like 2 or 3 degrees warmer near those mats. I caught a couple, missed a couple bites as well. They're biting funky, kind of like they did last time, but no big deal, because now is the even more scary part. Now we got to learn. You know, we got to get outside our comfort zone. We got to kind of be open-minded. We got to cover some water. The big things I'm thinking about is staying halfway near the main river and focusing on kind of creeks and turns and using some baits that cover water, an A-rig, a trap, maybe a square bill, just moving baits. Gonna have to fish them a little bit slower, but there's one thing I want to check out up here. When I came out, there are a bunch of cormorants, or we call them cormorants, eating shad, and the weather's been so cold that there might be a shad kill, and I would assume that those bass would kind of key in on that. So we're going to check that out, and then we're going to just focus on kind of running around, covering some water, and looking at some different stuff that we can, you know, maybe put together a little bit of a pattern and get on a little better fish. Not a little guy. Wacky rig drop shot, baby. Fish on, guys. Oh, that's a giant, dude. That's a giant. Oh my god. Oh my god. Dude, it's a freaking stud. Oh god. Guys, on the drop shot. Wacky rig, I'm about to get blazed by a boat here. Oh god, that's a freaking stud, dude. Just when I was thinking the drop shot was the small fish bait. Oh. Ow! Dude, look at that thing. Oh my god. Oh, and she was about to come off too. Look at that. That's like a 6-pounder. Oh my god. It's more awesome when you have an audience, right? Dude, I just caught like a 6.5, 7-pounder, dude. Drop shotting of all things. Let me show you what I'm using, because it's kind of interesting. So I rolled through this area earlier this morning, and I saw a lot of cormorants and a lot of shad dying, like because we've had this super cold weather. So this is a Gambler Ace. It's just a 4-inch ace, and I have it wacky rigged. Any of you guys that watch my offshore videos know how much I love doing this. Like, this is just my deal. Now, usually I'll have a 3/8 ounce weight. I only have a 1/4 ounce on there because we're only fishing anywhere from like 4 feet down to 10 feet, maybe 11. And the fish are super moody. Dude, I'm shaking. Like, this is crazy. So basically, we were trying to figure out some different stuff. I've thrown an A-rig on this. I've thrown a trap on this. I've thrown all kinds of stuff. And I haven't gotten bit. But pull out the finesse stuff and it comes together. Let's take a look at this thing. Look at that thing, dude. Oh my god. Now, I really want to let her go real quick because I don't want to keep her in the level. This guy's driving circles around me, running to the grass. Fish aren't in the grass. They're in the creek channels off the main river. Ah! All right, let's get her released. Oh, now my hand's going to be frozen. Dude, look. Look at that. Guntersville PB right there. And she's angry. We're learning. Slowly, gradually, probably doing weird stuff that people would laugh at me for, but I don't really care. As long as we're getting bit and bending rods, that's all that matters. Let's get back to it. No, it went on. It's a little guy. Bit it a couple times though. We got something going on though, guys. Like, this is like the 3rd fish I've caught out of these 2 little creeks that shoot off the main river. And I know this one's small, but we caught that 6. And there's something with kind of ticking the grass with this drop shot right here. And it stays above the bottom of the grass. Let me show you something real quick. Put her back. See right here, there's a little bit of grass coming off the bottom. And basically, the drop shot's staying above that. The weight's getting into it, but the drop shot itself is staying above that. So I'm able to fish that with an open hook with a wacky rig. How did that even happen? How did that even happen? I just lost a freaking giant. I broke her off. So, rule, step, technique, suggestion number 1 before we wrap this thing up: retie your drop shot. You're using light line. I caught a bunch of fish on it. Yeah, well, not a bunch, maybe like 5 or 6, but I caught that big one and it probably frayed up the line. And this last one, dude, just went boom and ate it. Here's where I'm fishing. This is a creek channel right here, and then there's another creek channel that kind of branches off of it. The 6-pounder I caught right there, see right off that point. Guess where I missed the other giant that I broke off? Right there. You see a pattern there? These little corners, these little points, underwater points on these creek channels seem to be key. I'm not catching a lot of fish. The fishing is tough from what I understand. And dude, I don't know this lake crazy, but if you catch a 6+ and then you miss another big bite and you catch some like 2-pounders in between, you figured a little something out. I don't care where you are. If you're south, north, central, west, it doesn't matter. So that's kind of the lesson for the day. We're doing something super weird too. Let me find my bait. It's all about shad here. This is an ace. You're not going to actually find it because it's a custom run of an ace. It's in kind of a smoke color. Looks just like the shad. The shad are dying. The water's super cold. And guess what we're doing? We're drop shotting it. Wacky rig. We're using this rod right here. It's my Powell Endurance. It's a pretty sick rod for drop shotting. It's the 732. It's medium light. I have braid Fireline on there, 14-pound to 10-pound fluorocarbon Sunline Sniper. That's what I'm using as my leader. I actually should probably go a little bit lighter, but super soft, and they're just sucking it in. You just kind of throw it out there. Let me get you over some of this grass so I can kind of show you what I'm doing. So here's the fun part. So we're wacky rigging it, which means open hook, but guess what? We're fishing grass, so it's kind of counterintuitive. Well, what's happening is you can see the grass right there. The wacky rig and the leader on that drop shot is above that. So what's happening is the bait's staying above that. You're kind of hanging the weight a little bit in the grass, but that hanging the weight in the grass is actually leading to them kind of eating it because you kind of snap it out or you shake it out and it just ticks the grass on the top. It's almost like fishing a trap, like you rip a trap to an extent, but you're doing it super subtle, super finesse, and with another open hook, single hook. So it kind of, you don't miss as many fish. But wacky rig, you guys know how much I love a wacky rig, and from what I've heard, the fish love a wacky rig up here. But we just had to present it a little bit different. The other funny thing is we're fishing an area where we saw like 6 or 7 boats come in and go out. So it's definitely getting some pressure, but we caught them. We fished very small, caught that 6+. Could have had an awesome day, an epic day, but we broke that one off. But keys for the day: drop shot. Try something weird. Even the finesse techniques on highly pressured waters like Lake Guntersville right here, they work, and they actually catch bigger fish because they're getting so beat up with all these reaction bites. I can't tell you how many guys I saw like throwing a trap, throwing a freaking A-rig, which I would have liked to catch them on, but they just didn't seem to chow down on it, or they didn't bite it for me. That drop shot was key. I could fish very precise locations and drop it right on those corners and those points, and that was key. But as usual, wait a second. Bog Baka, he wants to go in. Sun's going down. Guess what happens when the sun goes down here? We freeze, dude. There's ice everywhere. Make sure to like and subscribe. Support the channel. Let's grow this thing. I want to hit 100K. I don't know if it's possible, but you know, we can all want something. Like I want a turkey dinner, or I want steak dinner, you know, like that kind of thing. But hit me up. Let me know if you guys want to see some kind of video or if you want to link up. But support the channel, like and subscribe. We will see you out here next time. Probably doing something freaking weird that people will laugh at me for. But hey, that's what it's about. Say bye to Bog Baka. Bog Baka. He's done. All right, guys, we're out. Peace. I love you.